everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called, excuse me, the Flower Patch. Oh my good gracious me. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. I have. It's been lovely weather here. Hallelujah. It's about time. Hence the reason I've got a short top on, because today is 26 degrees, which is for us in the UK quite warm, which is around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is, well, a hot day for us in the UK. We don't usually get these days. We never seem to be able to get our air conditioning out or switch it on or anything like that, because there's no need. Because we don't get the weather like you do in the States. Well, in some places in the States, like Florida and that, we never even reach any temperatures of that degrees. So anyway, so I'm feeling a bit hot today, so I've had to put on light clothes to make me feel non-sweaty. Sorry for that, but it's the truth. Anyway, at the Flower Patch, I make beautiful artificial arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for the home decor, things for your garden, bespoke arrangements, things for your business, weddings, funeral tributes, and much more. Right guys, thank you again over the weekend for your lovely messages that kept coming in over the weekend, even while I wasn't doing a video. It's really sweet of you. It really is sweet of you. I did have a one comment saying about the blue, orange and yellow one that I did. The blue roses in it looked odd because there wasn't one underneath the bow, so it just didn't look right. Well, at the end of the day, you know, the bow was acting on behalf of the blue rose. I've been, the placement of them, I've been doing flowers, fresh flowers and artificial, for over 20 years. So I do know what I'm doing. And plus, if it was a customer request to be like that, why would I go behind the customer's back as well? That's another reason. I would do what the customer, requires. And apparently the back of it looked lovely. It was just the front just didn't look right. The bow looked, I was told, why do I have to make my bow so fussy? I don't make my bows fussy, guys. If you look at other videos around, people make them bigger than what I make them. So I don't make my bows fussy. I wanted to do a bow like that. I did a bow like that. End of. So today's story, not story guys, project is, I've had another request of a customer, and this is for a customer. I'll just get that one in straight away. It is for a customer. Right, so the customer wants a garden plant pot doing. They only have, they have a little bit of a patio area where they've had flowers in it, and every time they've had flowers in it, obviously they don't last long. They want something there, to be there so they can look out when the other flowers die down. And they have chosen. They asked me what I've got. They didn't come here. They asked me what I've got. I've done a video call with them, and they have chosen the elements that they'd like me to use. So first of all, they want it in a corner plant pot, something that fits in the corner. I've got these. I purchased these for people because they like things to sit in a corner. Something in the corner of the patio, and I put pebbles in for the weight so it doesn't blow over in the wind. I've got 2 pieces of foam that I have already placed wreath wrap around. One goes horizontal, as you can see, like so, and then the other one is vertical. So then I can stick things in here as well as here and down the sides there. This is a very tight fit. I have to pull it out for them to come out. But if you still feel you want to keep them securely in, you can you can place in a bit of you can make your own holes here. I've got a wood burning tool where I burned the plastic to make a hole, and then I attach a cable tie through that hole underneath that one to go through another hole here, and then I cable tie it on top to hold it in place. So, or you could get some pot tape where you just tape it over the top to hold it in and stick it underneath. So that is what we're going to do it today. I've got a terracotta colours, but the lady chose grey, like a dark grey. Right, the lady chose these. She wants a bit of height as well. She doesn't want it just sitting low. She wants it quite big, that it's noticeable, because she has got the patio area, and then she's got quite a big garden, you know, lawn area. But so she wants it quite noticeable. She says if it was in just a small pot and it was tiny, you wouldn't see it. So she wants a little bit of height. So she's chosen these wispy bits. You know me, I say it every time, guys, I love my wispy bits. So whomever chooses wispy bits, oh, they've got good taste. Now the lady chose ficus. She preferred this one to the variegated. She liked the stems, the veins, what are on those in the centre, like the limey green. She loved that effect. She wasn't too keen on the cat's eyes or just the plain green, but she did like these. So I've got a few oddments in longer stems, and I've also got some long stems out. She asked for a few bits of eucalyptus, not too much, just the odd bits here and there, she said. So we've got some of our oddments of eucalyptus as well. Our silver dollar, my favourite, my utmost favourite. And we've got the spiky fern. I love this. Oh, one's come off. There we have it. Oh, let's stick that on while we can. Oops, a daisy. So yes, our spiky fern, I like this too. I think it gives movement, it gives a lovely contrast, and it also, well, it's just pretty. It's really pretty. Now I've got my rubber textured fern out because the lady did like this. I've shown her the three colours. Obviously the olive green, the light green and the dark green. The lady loved the olive green. I say it's like a limey olive, but she loved this. So I've got a few of these out. I've chopped a few down, kept a few on the stems because I don't know whether to keep them long, you know, like so, or what. But we'll see as we go along. Now I've got some filler foliage, and this is ruscus. Now guys, over the weekend as well, as the temperature dropped, I came in my workshop. I have vines, hanging vines and things like that in florals, daffodils, wisteria, ivy, astilbe, things like that. I had hanging ruscus. I've taken this apart one by one, pulled it off the main stem because I very rarely use the hanging greenery. And I've placed every hanging greenery I had, guys, on single picks. And this is what I've done with the ruscus. I've yet to do the white and the yellow tipped, but I've managed to do the green. Here's my cat. So she likes the ruscus. And guys, I've got the birch in purple now as well. You know, when I said I'd got the orange for the Halloween and I'd got the green, I ordered 3 stems just to see what it was like in like a lilac, purple, and I've got it in that. Doesn't that look pretty? One of them looks a bit like rustic, like it's turning into autumnal, but I like that. So we've got them in purple because the lady wants purples and whites. I've also got my hops, my hop spray. Now you can get these out of Dunelm. This is where I got these from. They were £6 for 1 stem, which is about $9 for one. And I don't know if that's expensive in the US, but you can chop away at them as well. They've got even the hops at the bottom, so you can you can get 2 out of there, you know, and so on. So I've got those out also. Now the lady spotted these, my eucalyptus with the flowers. Oh, and she liked the white ones more than the other colours, and she thinks that looks lovely, gives movement, it would blow in the wind, so she likes it. So we're going to use that. Isn't that divine, guys? I'm ordering some more white when they've got them in stock. I think everybody likes them, so they've just gone mad over them because I tried to order some more and they're out of stock. So, and I've got 2 different types here. I've got silk, but we're not going to use the silk. I just place them with those. We're going to use those irises. So we're going to have some of me in it today. She looked and she loved these. She likes the like a matte colour, you know, in purple. It's not like these really vibrant, you know, really rich purple. It's a deep purple, and she loves those. So we're going to go for those as well. Now the lady, lisianthus. Who doesn't like lisianthus, guys? I adore. Hold on, it's come out of its elastic. I adore lisianthus. I used it a lot when I did fresh flowers, and I love it. So we've got lisianthus as well. The lady says she wants a little bit of daisy type flowers in with it around the bottom. So she chose these. She could have chose any. I've got lots, but she likes the movement. If I just open one, oh my good gracious me, that one's connected. But she just likes the movement of them, how they move at the top. She likes that. So we've got those also. The lady says as well, a few little lilac roses at the bottom. Her favourite colour, by the way, is purple. Purples and pinks. So, but she wants purples. So a few purple roses. They're a bit slightly darker in the centre. And she says she'd like a few of those in. If I need to extend them, make them longer, she's happy about that. But she wants some around the bottom. And she chose 3 of these. 3 purple hydrangeas. Don't they look wonderful? I think they are fabulous, guys. Who cannot love hydrangeas? My hydrangeas on my garden are starting to come out. Look at that, just as a bouquet like that. Wow. So she's not sure about these. She says, let me have a look. She's delphiniums, white ones for the height as well. She says, you know, have a look, see what I think, and if they look okay, place them in. And she also chose a few little bits of calla lilies. Oh, the lady likes her wispy. again, she said to me, just placing what I think is okay. So we've got a great day today because we've been doing lots of wreaths and things like that. To do a garden arrangement is great. Hey, notice how my cat doesn't move. Surprised he's not going for these because he likes, yes, he likes wispy bits. So we're going to start with our ficus. So now we've got that placed in. Let me see, make sure. Oh, yeah. I have made it longer so it slightly leans forward and I'm pushing it in so it's quite stiff. And again, I've filled it up to around there with garden stones, pebbles. So for the weight, your bed's over there. Your bed's over there, sunshine. I placed your bed over there because you was going over there. So we're going to start with our ficus. Let me just, and I haven't prepared anything today. I've just got back from with Benji, and I thought, especially because we class it as hot, guys, here at 78 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot to us. I know in the States you sometimes get it 100 and something. I couldn't cope with that sort of a heat because we're not used to it, mainly, you know. So because we're used to the heat, you know, cool heat. Sorry, I'm just sorting out the ones that aren't the new stems. And I've had to take Benji a little bit earlier so he doesn't get hot, you know, as he's walking on the pavement, or as you call it in the States, a sidewalk. We call it a pavement, or a path. So that is the front where the circular side is. So if I can just, so what we're going to do, I've already just slightly curved the stem so it looks more natural. We're going to start at the bottom. And again, the lady wants it quite big. So what I do, I like to start with my greenery. Again, and I want it to, you know, just sit as a, you know, as it would if you was out in your garden. Just let it hang over the sides. Oops, I nearly put the leaf in the glue. I'm doing it so the leaves here touch the next one, you know, so it's got that little bit of connection between each other, that they're not parted. Let's put one at the back as well. Oh, I think that one's. him. Gosh, why is he so stubborn? To the point of just, I'm not moving. That sort of stubborn. So we've got it where it's hanging, you know, slightly over. We could do one here because it's not touching. Let's get one. Maybe cut another one. And do the same. I've caught up with all my work, guys. I'm a good girl this week. So once I've done the video today, I've finished for the day because everything's up to date. So I could just be lazy for the afternoon, go in the garden. I'm bringing some up here. I'm bringing it vertical and then just leaning it. You know, I want some being slightly higher. Now we're going in the center, you know, around the center. So I'm just going, because it's going to be this way, I don't want it backwards. So I'm going to go like, oh no, sorry, let's get it right. So I'm bringing it backwards and then I'm leaning it over so you can still see it. I nearly said that wrong to you guys. Oh my goodness. And then I want one here as well. Again, we want quite a bit of greenery, the lady does. She likes the greenery, her leaves. We're going to go a little bit higher. We're going to go in this corner. So what I'm doing on one side, I'm going on doing the opposite side. Oh my cat. So let's cut 2 pieces from here. I don't think I need any more. As you can see, that is where you can see I've just cut it off the longer stem. So all I do is just bend it upwards so it looks like it's the, you know, straight. It's just bending the main stem of it. Where can we put this? Let's have a look. Let's get it here at the side. And do the same with this one. Again, you don't mind having bits of greenery in for the depth. You know, some at all different heights. I may just cut that one and use that as a bit of depth under here. And just to try and cover. Should I do that? I'm going to do that with the majority of the longer ones, so it's not too sticky out. And then I'm going to fill with these little ones I've just cut off. I'm going to go under the bottom, as you can see, and I'm going to go just bring some down at the bottom. so it looks like you're covering, you know, filling in like you would with filler foliage. So it's basically like that. So let's wait with those. Choose our oddments. See, these stems are really quite thick, so let me just cut it. Oh, you heard that. So what I'm going to do now with these, I'm going to place these one at the back here, and then just, you know, manipulate it to stand however. Just bend it. And then I'm going to place one around here. And I've got two smaller ones. I don't think I'll use those. So then I've got, now I'm on single picks that I've placed them on. I'm not going to cut these because I'm just going to scatter these and bend again. Just give a bit of bend. So I'm going in. I'm going to bring some underneath the ficus. I'm going on this corner as well. So it's already really set out for us in a triangular position, the container. And I'm going to bring one in the centre, give that a bit of height. So it makes it look lovely when you've got a little bit of greenery. Right, and I'm going to bring some, because we've got gaps here, I want to bring some down as well. I don't want it just on top. So I'm going to bring it and just bend it over the sides. Oh, our Molly must be hot for him to lie down like that. You must be hot to lie like that, sunshine. And again, I'm going to just go around and just add bits to the bottom of the container like so. Just so it just doesn't look too bare around the bottom area. My husband's got to deliver a garden building today in this, what we call scorching heat, guys. Oh, now then, where's my thingies? Oh, here they are. I'm just placing some picks on. I'll get the glue off me. And I'm just dipping it in, wiping the excess glue off that seeps out as I place it in. Use all of those. 2 more. I've got my oldest son off of work. It's his day off. He don't work Mondays. Oh my gosh, we had to make sure he ordered because we knew the heat the weather was coming, and he's got no short trousers, so I've had to order him some because he was sitting in his joggers but had got fur inside. It made me oh my gosh, guys, it just, I think I felt sick with, you know, seeing him sitting there with training pants on, or joggers as we call them, with fur inside on a hot day, on our English hot day. Right, so there we have all of our now eucalyptus in. Again, the lady said, you know, if I feel that things don't look right, don't place them in. Let's have a look. Let's get these. I don't think we need too many of these. We could have that one sat in the centre. Yeah, let's have that one sat in the centre. And I could push that down as far as possible. Spread one out to one corner and bring the other one out to this corner, like so. Now our hops. I'm not going to put the whole of the hops in. I need, let's just get one of these out. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I don't just take the band off. Oh, that's pretty. It's a nice contrast. So I'm going to cut. Oh, this is hard too. One there, so it's got that. Then I'm going to cut this one above, like so, and Marley just won't move. So then that's got its own thicker stem too, and then that. So we've got 3. So I could have these as a triangular position. I think I'm going to just tidy this one up a little bit. I don't like it looking messy. It's better. So let's look. That's the front. So we want one at the back, one here and one here in the triangular position. So I've got the back facing me. So I think the back, let's just cut that. I'm going to place that and let this just hang over, and I'm bringing it, pushing it down right to the bottom, and I'm just going to put a 45-degree angle if I can. Oh, that's done. On there. Now one on this corner around here, like so. And the other one will go. Just lift that one up slightly. And if I can wrap that around. So we've got it like that. Again, I don't want to put too many of those in because they're quite wispy and there's a lot of leaves on them. And I don't want to put them on a single pick and have them at the bottom. I want to see the cluster of them with it having a lot of foliage in it anyway. So I'll place those there. Now the lady did want some of these in. Again, let's just take the band off. Now let's have a look. I think some of them need to be done singular, guys. That cluster just looks too oh, what's the word, cluttered, as we say, where everything's too much. It's just too much. So I think I can find some singular. If not, then I'll place some on picks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to place some on picks, guys. So let's take some off. I'll keep the longer clustered, the ones that are full, and the ones where they've just got a couple on I'll take off. And we'll do them individually because I don't want it looking too clustered. I mean, there is a lot of foliage in it, as the, you know, at this moment in time. I mean, it's what the lady asked for. She likes the foliage, but I don't want to overdo it with foliage. I think there'll be enough. So we'll just place that. So we'll put these on picks, these few. I think Marley's lying down on the worktop because it's cooler than the blanket. I mean, that is fluffy. hands are all glued up when I'm wiping the glue. Again, sometimes I prepare things in advance, but I wanted on this occasion to do it as we go along, you know, so some people can see what I do for preparation, you know, like the beginners who've not really done it before, or they're just taking it up, or people as a hobby, you know. Oh. So what I'm going to do is go just slightly under the purple, just to give it that different colour green. I'm going to go under the purple all the way, you know, where the purple is. And I'm just going to slightly bend the fern just a little bit so it looks curled, like it's curling over. Like so. And then I've got 4 that I want to place in the centre. So I'm going to go in each corner of the foam because it's a rectangular shape. So I'm going to go each corner. Just move that leaf out of the way. As you can see there at the back, it looks very busy at the moment, guys. But once you get the, again, as I state this every, you know, quite a lot, once you start placing in the floral, the greenery disappears, so to speak. Right, that's that. I'm going to place in again, this is the front that's facing me. That's facing you there. Again, I want to get in, let's just try some of the delphinium. I mean, they are long. And let me take the tags off, guys. And again, I'm going to do them in like, I'm going to stand up for this. A sort of a small triangular shape in around the centre. That's quite high. Let's bring it down a little bit. Oops, a daisy. Just caught. Like so. And and then one at the back here. Like so. So as you're looking at it, that's the front. So let me just have a look. That may have to go there. And then and where you see the delphiniums in between, I want to place the hydrengeas. So I would place that. Oh, have I just touched it yet? And again, one like so. I may not have these all the same height because, you know, they are, as you look at them on the garden, you don't get every one of them all the same height. You know, that's not a natural look. So I may place some slightly further down. Not too much further, but just a little bit further. Just to give it that natural look. We'll do that one there as well. So then again, as you're looking at it, that is the front, like so. Let me just come and have a quick look from the front of how you'd be looking at it. Oh no, it's not the front what you're looking at. The front, guys, is that. Silly me. So yes, that's the front. Gosh, you can't move them, our cat, and the more I move things, the more he gets involved. Right, I want to... Let me just put that band around those. I think I'll order some more in purple. I just wanted to see what the purple was like. Whatever. We'll use 3 because I like to work in odd numbers. So I'll get 3 of those. Now I'm not sure about how many irises I'm going to use, but the eucalyptus, I may chop that up into bits. I'll put that, I'll just get 1 out and may chop that. Could use that as filler, so I don't know how many of those I'm going to need. The hops, I don't know whether the hops will make it, it could do. Just placing 2 back to back here around the centre. Would that look, no, bit too much. So let's get in our lisianthus. My cat bought me a mouse. He keeps bringing me mice. He's left it outside the door, so I've had to move it. He's gone on a field overnight. We've got a field near us. And he's gone and got it from there. Right, I'm going to place our lisianthus. Just bend those slightly over, like that. And I'm keeping them as a cluster because that's how the lisianthus grow. You can manipulate them to go in any direction as you wish. Oh guys, the builders are back. The builders are back. They did all of the, oh, they've made a mess. They have made a mess. They're supposed to be filling it with flowers. I went over and I took a photograph and I downloaded it on my phone, where I've got an app what tells you what type of flowers things are. And it came up, what's in there, growing in there are weeds. Oh, let me just get that down. So it is weeds that are growing, guys. So they packed up, they moved wherever when it was quiet, you know, when we didn't get the noise, and they're back. They've closed our road off again, and they're just doing here about 50 yards away from my house, and they've closed the road off. And so why pack up? See, this is just states logic to me. Why pack all the machinery, everything up from here, move somewhere else, do bits there, and then bring the machinery back and do it there? Why didn't they just, while they was doing my area, just do this at the same time? I don't get it. I really don't get it. My friends didn't get it, my neighbours didn't get it. None of us understood what was happening. 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I'm going to need 7. Who knows? We'll place 7. So yes, guys, whatever was happening or how they was thinking, and they're all young men. I mean, I'm not judgmental or anything against young men. I'm not, you know. But being a mother, you feel like saying, nah, come on. Don't you think it would have been better doing it that and then doing that side as well? Instead of packing up your machinery, going somewhere else for a couple of weeks and then having to come back with your machinery. Ooh. Right, so these underneath our hydrangeas, we're bringing the white eucalyptus as a little cluster like so, and with it just hanging, we're going to bring it, if Molly allows it again, just like that, and just hanging down. And I'm going to do that under each of our hydrangeas because we need to bring the bit of the white down. Just push that in a little bit more. Sorry if I'm standing up, guys, and you can't see me, but I just need to place them in. So if you start hearing any machinery again, you know what it is, guys. It's the men. But we need something in there. That needs something. It's a little bit big. This is nice and big for the lady. I always send a picture of everything that I have completed, because if the people just don't like it, then I can alter it before they fetch it. Let's see about it. And you can also have flowers as depth. You haven't always got to have them going down in, size order. You can bring some, like the roses, for example. I mean, if I extended the stem, I could have them just a little bit further inwards as well. Because when you go on your garden, or you see, plants on your garden, you always see some that are just starting to grow what are below the others. So that then gives you more of a natural feel, and look to your arrangement. So if I wish with these, which I may bring a few down, but I would have to extend the stem on them. So 1, 2, 3, I may do 5. So I need, let me just move that up there, guys, because I don't think my cat wants me to show you what we're doing today. I mean, I haven't got a pick machine. I'd love one, but again, they are expensive, but they are very good. And I can't, you don't see them over here. Well, I have it on the odd occasion, but yeah, they are very expensive. But I guess they are everywhere. So what I want to do with these, now I've extended that, as you can see where the white is here, I want to bring in and just bring it in a little bit lower. I don't want it too low, just like that. So it's hovering around. So you've still got the triangular point, here, here, here. Wherever you see an empty triangle, fit it. You can place it there as well, as long as it's got space. So we'll do Marley usually on hot days like this is usually under a tree, or in the shrub, under a shrub on the garden. I don't know why. He could go in the house because the living room is in shade. He'd be better off in there. But he wants to be where his mummy is. Oh, we've got our election day on the, I think 4th of July, I think. think that's American Independence Day on my anniversary. I think it's the 4th. I can't quite remember now. Right, there we have that. So we'll place in again a little bit further down. You don't have to place it, you know, right in, you know, out as far as some of the others. Just giving it depth. And I'm going to place 2 in the centre. Like so, and then the rest I can bring around the bottom. So I would put I'm just going to go around on the bottom area. As you can see, it's just to give a bit of colour down here. Like so. So we don't need those. Now our irises. Now these have got rubber stems, and I tend to cut the rubber stems because and usually when I have a delivery of them I cut them in advance, because by dipping this in the glue gun, the rubber, it does have a tendency to melt. So I usually, again, like I say, when I have the delivery of irises or anything with rubber stems, I cut the rubber stem fully off right to the top. I have to cut the bottom as well because it's got a bit of glue at the bottom what's keeping it, you know, in. So I cut that off and then I cut around and pull it off, because that melts and it goes all horrid. If you want to cover up your stem, you know, you could get your tape, your floral tape, but all I do is just get my cutters, go around the rubber around the top. I avoid the wire inside. You can feel the wire inside. Cut the little bit at the bottom. As you can see, there's glue on it. Take that off, and then there's your stem inside. And again, you can cover it with your floral wire, floral tape. I've done it myself before plenty of times, where I've left it on and I've tried it, you know, especially when I first started doing with rubber stems and ordering them with the rubber stems, and I kept saying to myself, oh, why does it keep melting? What, you know? So I kept trying and trying and trying, and it just kept doing it. And then it finally clicked that it was because it was rubber. And I like to take it off basically for the being tidy and not looking too messy, because it can look a bit messy. There. So I want some of the irises at the top. As you can see, they are torn, so I am going to place around 3 in between where the delphiniums are, in the center. Again, I want that height. So you've got those there, and I'm going to bring these, I think, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to bring them around the height just under the lisianthus. Or do I bring them around the similar height? So what have we got that we can get there? Yeah. And then we've also got our little florals here. So we're going to bring these, just cut them a little bit. So we're bringing them around this height. I'm going to place in 4, so then that will be 7. Just keep turning it around. I should have got my lazy Susan out. I always forget. I can feel glue strings all over me. So let's just have a look. Again, this is the back area there, and that's the front. So that is like that. I'm going to be placing some of these in. I've got some on picks here. Let's get those out. So I'm going to place some of these in, just to give it, and I'm going to go just around the bottom. Again, just to give it a different contrast, so it's not just turn it as we go. Oh my goodness. Well, that's another thing, guys. I've just put my hair up today because with it being warm, I mean, I'm no hairstylist. I wouldn't have a clue. I've just tied it in and that's it. And put a few grips in. But yeah, I don't like it touching the back of my neck when it's warm. Right, I'm going to place these also along the bottom. And I'm going to slightly bend some of them over. So you've got a bit of like the daisies coming around. I need something around here where the hydrengeas are, because there's like a big gap. Just put a little bit of colour. I'm just going to lean them over slightly. And just go round and round with them, just to give them that little, you know, colour at the bottom, instead of it just being plain. And just slightly different texture from everything else. So I don't need any more of those. Now I need something here. I need a flower, or I need a, you know, a long stem. Let's have a look, guys. I do have those. Oopsie daisy. is it? I've got the wrong thing out. So I've got those. There's a lot of white at the top, and then there's a lot of purple at the bottom. So we could add right, let's have a look with these. They need extending, but the white, I've got some orchids here. I could bring some orchids down. They've got like a cerise colour in. How many have I got cut short? One, two. Oh, I bought 2 bunches out. Or do I place in gerberas instead? I think gerberas. I could just bring those up under the hydrangeas. Let's have a look how much. Yeah, so I want another one. So 1, 2. I could have sworn I counted 3, guys. 1, 2. Yeah, 3. You didn't see that one either, guys. So I don't want those. I've got a purple one here. So it's white at the bottom. I know these are big and purple at the top, but I don't just want one flower. One moment, I think I may have the answer. I think I may. I wonder if I should put another hydrangea at the top, in the centre, like so. I think so. I think so, so I don't want those. So we're going to use a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gerberas at the bottom. First of all, I want to bring some under the hydrangeas. Just under here. So you've got a bit of white. Under the hydrangeas, so we just like so. Good now. 3 down at the bottom as well. So it's like a zigzag. So it's under here. Is that too close? That's too close. Down here. I'm going to need a pick on this one to elongate it. Here. So then I've got 3 of these orchids that I want to place. I feel we need something where this is. Let me just come and have a look, guys. It's here. It's just here. It's just empty. And that's bothering me. It's all right placing one of these in here in the center. I could do that now, but it's below it. Oops, a daisy. It's just here where this level is, and now I've got to place in something that's going to cover that. I don't know whether they're going to look right in it. Now I've come to it, so let's. Would it be the hops? Let me just see, guys. I don't want. Something's just a mess. I need. With those being big, you'd think it would cover most of that space. I don't want anything. Let's have a look. I don't want to go out of anything that we're using. Maybe those. I may have. I've got 3 in. We need that one for 4. It's just not looking right with that. Let me come and have another look. Yeah, it's... It may be the greenery. It may be greenery that we're needing instead of more floral. I don't think we need that greenery, guys. It's going to have to be something slightly longer. What about the willow? It may need to be something with a bit more longer and fluffier. I don't think it's... Yeah, I think it's that. It's not floral. I keep looking and I know it's not floral. Too much floral is going to make it look wrong. It is, it's greenery. It's greenery. Before you always place in any other floral, just check that it's not the greenery that's needed. Because sometimes it may be that. So it could just be a small pieces of greenery, you know, but it's vital. You wouldn't think it would be the greenery. I'll take that off. And we'll slowly move it around so we can fill in with the greenery and just, you know, spread it around once it's in. Give it movement. It could be just the greenery, you know, around the top where I'm placing it at the moment. I will more than likely put bits on at the bottom, you know, the filler foliage. But it's just between here that I knew it just looked empty. It needed something to give it that marriage, as I call it. Let's have a look. There's one there. Yeah, just turn it around as well. Just have a good look. One here. Just a few leaves will always make the difference. Again, I'm trying to make it look natural. One, two, three. So let's have a look. So I'm going to put them where the purple, or is it just under there? Yeah. Placing these around where the big hydrangeas are at the, you know, the second level. think that looks better. It looks more filled, more fuller, should I say. Right, again, let me come back. Always stand back from your work and check. Now that, I want there. So I need something under there. So now we've got our calla lilies. And these are push-ups. So I'll just stick these in around the bottom as well for that more bit of movement. Have them coming out. You can have them set deeper within if that's how you'd like it. Oops, oops a daisy. It is hot in here, isn't it? Oh, I've just dropped one off. I will sort that in a minute. And then we've got that one. Just fell off. So we'll stick that back on. There we have it. So let's go around. Again, I'm just going all around the bottom. I may need to get some more. Yeah, just going to get some more, guys. Oh, I may just need them too. In there, what's got none on, oh, 2 on. Push them up. Right, and I've got the filler foliage. And all I'm going to do with this is just place it in. I don't want to overdo it for the lady. I mean, it is quite big. You know, I don't want it to, you know, I want it to have gaps in where she can see through it, or where when it blows in the wind. And all I'm doing is just placing these in. You know, again, another different little bit of texture. I'm okay now. I've placed the willow in. I was not worried. I don't get worried because I always can find an alternative. I will send a picture to the lady. If she doesn't want the willow in, I will take it out. And if she wants more ficus in instead, I will replace it with the ficus. You know, I will explain to the customer why I've put the willow in, and say to her I couldn't, it looked a bit bare above, so I wanted to place it in. I know I want to put in something around here. I think it's a bit bare there. Let's have a look. I wanted to place in one of these. Or what? Just here. It's a bit bare. Better. I may need to do that on the other side as well. I've just seen another one, guys. At the back. And then I'm just sticking these in. There's no uniformed way of placing these. It's just where I can see a gap. I know that I say many times, you know, using smaller filler, you're going to be placing more of it in. I know that. But I just want smaller filler in this because we've got big flowers. I could easily, you know, get some, but let's get a few. Again, this is a customer order, what they want. To place on a patio as her flowers die off. She's only got flowers that don't, you know, that only flower for a certain length of time. I've got some flowers on my garden that only flower for a certain length of time. I've got peonies, they've stopped growing now, flowering. They've still got the flowers on, but they've starting to die off now. They've finished doing their beautiful flowering. Big heads this year. So let's just have a look again. So where's the front line? Because I may need to alter. I think that needs to be more there. Because that is the front. That needs to go. More. Like so. Yep. I think. Yes. Yes. So let me just alter that. That's bugging me. So that is what we've done for the customer. It is a customer's request. The customer did choose the flowers, the foliage. The only different thing that I've placed in is the willow, but like I say again, I will contact the customer and take a picture, show her with the willow in, and see what she actually thinks to it. But I didn't want it very compact where it's all like so. I wanted movement, so when the wind blows, you know, it moves in the like it would if it was real. So they've got that movement as well. They've got the different tones of purple and shades. They've got the white lisianthus and delphinium, and also the calla lilies and the germinis. I will contact her also and show her that I've placed in the germinis just for something a little bit bigger in the daisies, because you can barely see these smaller ones at the bottom. So I thought adding a bit of white, and we needed a bit of white down here because there's a lot of purple, white up there, and it was purple down here. So we needed to bring some white down here. So we needed to, you know, try and balance the colours, what's on the top to the bottom. Hence the reason with the design purple, I've brought these down here. You've got the flowering eucalyptus and the calla lilies that are also got white in them. And then around the mid section, you've got your lisianthus, and also a bit of tiny bit, if you can see, white on, you know, your hydrengeas, and then also your delphiniums at the top. So, and the purple, we've got the irises down here as well as the top, and we've also got the lilac roses and the very pale pinky lilac daisies at the bottom, and also around the midrib we've got this lilac birch, and then obviously your big hydrangea at the top and your irises at the top in purple also. So I mean, that's what the lady wants. Oh, we've also got the roses also as depth at the top, not just because I've put them in and you know, when you think, oh gosh, you can't see them. It's like, as I stated earlier, you could have a rose bush on your garden and you have somewhat a smaller, you know, bit further down. Some that are placed inside that are not grown to the height of the others yet, because it's a late grower. You know, they grow at different stages. Well, not stage, they grow at the same time, but you know, some come out before others. So it's a flower that's coming, but it's in, you know, at depth, so to speak. And I always say that the, you know, flowers are facing, that, you know, the flowers face you. There's not many flowers that are vertical. I mean, the delphiniums could be vertical, the gladioli, the stock, you know, things like that, vertical, but the heads tend to lean slightly facing you. So I class them as facing, you know, when I take that into consideration. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. You know, it's nice to actually do a garden one. And again, the lady wanted something big because she's got a big garden, but she's not got very many flowers, and she wanted something for a patio area to place on once her other flowers, smaller flowers, which she's got on there, you know, start dying off, which she says they are doing. So, and this will be nice to sit in the nice weather, what we've finally got for a little while, and you know, just have a, you know, watch them and look at them. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thanks for all you new subscribers as well. And you know, please subscribe, share and like to your friends, family, to the world, to all your pets. Stop scratching. It's being fleed. To everybody who you know, I really do appreciate it. It's very nice and kind of you, and very heartwarming. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I've done, and it's only 12:30. I'm only done, guys. It's because I caught up yesterday, and I did things yesterday, come in my workshop and got things done. So all my orders are caught up. This is now caught up. Well, what can I do? Well, I'm not going to sit in the workshop, am I? Let's get on the garden with a nice cool drink. So again, have a wonderful day, guys. All the best. Good health. God bless. I love you all, and have a great day. Thanks a lot for joining us. Love you lots. Bye-bye for now. Right, let's see, guys, if we can just take it off without any issues. Oh, look at that. So there's your wonderful, wonderful hydrangeas with the white in the centre, look. And then your lovely, lovely irises. Your lisianthus, or Eustoma as some people know them. Your Himalayan maidenhair fern, your calla lily, your ruscus, your willow here with the pointy stem, the foliage, your silver dollar, your spiky fern, then your little pink flowers with the ficus, and your germinis. Germinis because they're smaller than the gerberas, so hence the reason they're called germinis. Your purple rose, your flowering eucalyptus, and then there's your purple birch. Isn't that? Look at the green in it. It's got a bit of like green in it, like that. And again, your delphiniums. I can't think of anything else. Your willow. Did I say calla lily, guys? I can't remember. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a wonderful day. You know, again, please subscribe, share and like. Me and our Marley will go and sit on the front. Won't we, Marley? Marley? Yeah. All the best, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.